you so much for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to talk more about the carnivore myths, I would say. So let's debunk them and unfold them. Number one myth is that you only will just lose weight doing the carnivore diet, the carnivore lifestyle. This is not the case because a lot of people do this to really do this for optimal health. They do it because they want to feel better, they want to look better, but specifically feel better. This is the number one thing, because they maybe are struggling with sugar cravings, fatigues, all these kind of things, and carnivore can really help with this. Hormonal issues, which I had in the past. So please do not only think this as a kind of like fix me, like lose weight type of diet. It's really more to it. And I wish that you will definitely do some more research about it to see the health benefits that it might give you. So yes, it has all the minerals, all the vitamins, so it can even boost your overall health, which is great, right? The carnivore way of eating is lacking nutrition. So it's kind of like it creates nutritional deficiency. This is not the case, because really with eating carnivore animal focused, you will get all the minerals and all the vitamins from eating animal meat. So this is not the case. And I think that a lot of people just, the moment, especially maybe around you, you will have these questions. Oh, but you need foods, you need carbs, specifically carbs. This was around me a lot. You need carbs to thrive. And actually carbs are not essential. Protein is essential. Another myth is that the carnivore lifestyle is super boring. In the beginning, I actually thought the same, but you can spice it up, to be honest. You can make a lot of different animal-based snacks, to meals, to like morning coffees. You can do a lot to make it high fat, high protein. And I will just share one of the I love her YouTube and I love her Instagram, just to kind of like give you inspiration. She makes a lot of nice recipes, and yeah, just have a look at her page. It is that the carnivore is unsustainable. I disagree personally, and of course this is like individually per person, but I personally disagree. I think it's very sustainable. There is meat, chicken, eggs, always, if you go for a restaurant, even sometimes if you're on the go, like we were in the States in the last year, and we were on the go in the car, and still there is like an in and out. Maybe it's not the best to get to go to these steakouts, but still even there you have meat, you have a patty that you can get. You can make it carnivore just by skipping the bread. So for me, to be honest, it's very sustainable, but of course I would love to hear your intake on this. Another myth is that the carnivore way of eating is bad for the environment. I disagree on this, because the most carnivore followers are going to their local butchers, which actually reduce the carbon footprint and also helps, of course, small businesses. And this is something that we definitely have to encourage, is that the carnivore way of eating creates constipation. But personally, I disagree. Again, this is personally, I'm not a doctor. But the way how I see it, a lot of vegetables, they have lectins around them. This is kind of like their protection mechanism. Animals protect themselves by running away. Plants, vegetables, etc., they protect themselves by creating these lectins around them. For me, this is also one of the reasons why I stopped consuming too much vegetables, is that I felt super bloated and I felt constipated and I felt gassy afterwards. Skipping those things, you actually, and a lot of other people can agree on this, they actually have a better digestion eating a carnivore way. Personally, I really love this way of eating. It really helps me to get more clarity, get more focus, but also to think less of what I'm constantly eating. Back in the days, I was really always like thinking of my next meal. What could be my next meal? I was always hungry, I felt. And definitely also before doing carnivore, I was more keto, and I still had a lot of sugar cravings. Obviously, because of a lot of like keto treats, all those things still taste sweet, and you still want to continue by eating these you still want to get these sweets coming in, this sweet food. And really focusing more on animal protein, I reduced my sugar cravings, and I feel very energized, and I feel that I can just eat food and to feel good, you know, to get the power, the energy that I want, rather than eating and then feel so deprived and sluggish afterwards. And this is something, for me at least, very beneficial. I'm now also feeding my son more carnivore way of eating. I still include some vegetables because I think it's very nice for him to already get used to the different type of foods. But I make sure that I cook it in a way that it will not have these lectins, or less of the lectins. It's like soaking them, etc., and then cooking them. But for me, it's important that at least my son gets enough protein and healthy fats in his diet, rather than focusing now too much on the sugars and getting too much sugar from fruit, etc. So I just make sure that on the 2 meals that he gets today, now being 8 months, that at least it always consists of protein. Again, if you have any questions about this, feel free to always ask me this. This is just my own personal journey, and I would just love to connect with other people.